Hello everyone, today we are going to look at the PBr7 pigments, Monte Amiate Natural Sienna, Rose Sienna, Pompeii Red, Burnt Sienna, Italian Burnt Sienna, Burnt Umber, Raw Umber, and Dyke Brown. The colors I use a lot in paintings, both for mixing and both on their own. I don't have the German greenish raw umber, but those are the colors that I have. So let's start swatching. The first color we look at is Monte Amiata Natural Sienna. It's a color I like a lot and use a lot. It is a bit yellowish. It has some soft granulation, and it has some luminosity to it. Okay, next we look at Rose Sienna. It's a bit more brownish. And for me it looks more earthy. It's also a color I use a lot. Next color we look at is the Pompeii Red. It's kind of orangish burnt sienna. It's a series 2 color, so it took me a while to buy it. Next color would be burnt sienna, the regular one. It's more pinkish than the Pompeii Red. It has a pinkish undertone. We can start to look at it. And also it's I think it granulates the same as Pompeii Red. I like this burnt sienna a lot. Next we look at Italian burnt sienna. It's a more brownish burnt sienna. It's also series 2. And it also granulates beautifully. Next color we will look at is burnt umber. Also very useful color. It's a more yellowish brown. And I use it mostly for color mixing with ultramarine blue to create a black or a gray, a very good one actually. Next color we'll look at is raw umber. It's a color that I use less. I use it mostly to create beautiful greens with PG7. It's the Phthalo green blue shade. And to make in landscape some faraway tree trunks like cypress tree trunks or pine tree trunks. Put some more water so we'll see the burnt umber granulation maybe. Last of the PBr7 colors that we look at is Dyke Brown. Also a color that I use a lot. I use it interchangeably with Bloodstone Genuine as a shadowed color, and also for tree trunks. I like to use it with Sodalite Genuine and with Hematite Burnt Scarlet, or with what's it called, enviro-friendly brown iron oxide to create beautiful and granulating tree trunks. Okay, so now I would like to swatch the burnt sienna of Winsor & Newton. So one moment. It's a PR101, and usually people compares Daniel Smith burnt siennas with this color because it's more orangish. We'll look at it now. I like this color, but I don't use it as a burnt sienna because in mixing it will not create a black. Like for example, burnt sienna and ultramarine blue create some very beautiful grays, paints grays, but this one doesn't create it. But still it's a beautiful color. And it has some granulation. I will now swatch maybe the Queen Burnt Orange just for comparison because they're a bit similar. So let's look at it. Queen Burnt Orange usually is not a granulating color from what I see. And it's a color that I really like, but I don't count it as a burnt sienna because it doesn't create grays, really grays or blacks. It creates beautiful colors in color mixing, but not grays and blacks. And you can see the similarity between them. So we'll let these swatches dry, look at them, and then we'll do some color mixing. Okay, so the swatches has almost dried. I had some accident here with the water when I moved the swatches, so we'll use other swatches I did. We can compare them with the burnt sienna of Windsor and Newton, and you can see that it's very, very different, and it's very close to the quinacridone burnt orange, but it's granulating, and the quinacridone burnt orange doesn't granulate. So you can see they're not the same. We can compare them to other colors from this range that we swatched already. So this is the comparison with the iron oxides. I will try to put them side by side. And you can see they are quite similar, like the burnt umber with the transparent brown iron oxide, the burnt siennas with the mummy bauxite, with the yellow enviro-friendly yellow iron oxide, with the red iron oxide, the transparent one, and the environment-friendly one. Yeah, and the transparent yellow iron oxide, the PY42, with the Monte Amiata. It's something between the Monte Amiata natural sienna and the raw sienna. So this is one comparison. We can compare them with the opaque PR101s. You can see that the English red ochre and the burnt sienna are very close to each other. You can see I think that's all. It's also close a bit to the Italian burnt sienna. We can now look at the PY42 and PY43 in comparison with the Monte Amiata and the raw sienna. I think I still has the swatches. One moment. So these are the swatches I did in that video. So you can see the similarity of the Monte Amiata natural sienna with the raw sienna light, with the Mars yellow, a bit with the transparent yellow oxide, and with yellow ochre. Actually, with yellow ochre and with Italian deep ochre, you can see that the raw sienna is more close. It's something in between the two of them, but it's more close to the Italian deep ochre. It's less orangish. So we can see the lunar earth. One moment. In comparison to the burnt siennas, it's very close to burnt sienna. It's something between burnt sienna and Pompeii red. And we can see the similarity or the closeness. It's not the same, but they're very close, of Bloodstone Genuine and Dyke Brown. Bloodstone Genuine is cooler, is more violet. Dyke Brown is browner, it's warmer. So that's about that. I will now do some colors mixing. Before that, I wanted to say a few things. PBr7 were considered natural in the pigments industry. Now there is a debate that it is said that some companies do some of them synthetically. I don't know what is the truth, but their color as I like really much. there is also the iron oxide, so the PY42 are considered the synthetic ones, the PY43 are considered the natural ones, and also there is the debate about this. And the PR102 are considered naturals. So let's do now colors mixing, and that's all. So we'll start by mixing French ultramarine with these colors. We'll start with the Monte Amiata and not French ultramarine, ultramarine blue. It's a nice mix. It creates a little bit of grayish greens. Yeah, and I like it. Next we'll mix the raw sienna with the ultramarine blue. Again, it creates grays, less green, more grays because of its brownness. Next, we look at Pompeii red. With ultramarine blue. It creates close to black. Put some more Pompeii red maybe. And I really like this combination. Then we will take burnt sienna with ultramarine blue. Daniel Smith has a very beautiful mix that is called Jane's Gray. It's on the name of the artist and the pigments geek and expert Jane Blundell, which is really amazing. And it's really a grayish purple or a grayish brown combination. I really like this combination. Next we look at Italian burnt sienna. One moment. Italian burnt sienna with ultramarine blue. It also creates close to black combination. Then we look at burnt umber and ultramarine blue, which is a combination that I really love. You can see how black it can create. We put a little bit of ultramarine more. It's a really great combination. Then raw umber with ultramarine blue. Which will create a beautiful blue, a blue that I really like, and a beautiful gray. And now we look at Dyke Brown. With ultramarine blue, which also create a very, very beautiful moody blue. put some more so we will see it also when it's more close to brown. And also a very good black. I really like this combination. Now we will do one more mix, and it will be a Winsor & Newton burnt sienna with ultramarine blue to see the difference. It's a beautiful combination, but it's not a black, as you can see here. It's kind of a burnt umberish color, and it's really beautiful, but it's not a black. Put them so we can see all of them. They're really great mixing. I really love them. So now we'll do other mixes. So I wanted to create some of my favorite mixes. So it will be Ifat Green with raw umber. Put some more, it's not enough. And you can see it creates an interesting green. We'll put some more of it. I really like this combination. I also like Dyke Brown with Sodalite Genuine. You can see how moody it is together. And with Hematite Burnt Scarlet or enviro-friendly brown iron oxide. Sorry, I was swatching and I didn't pay attention to what I say. So it creates really beautiful tree trunks and branches together. Let's see if there is one more that I like. It will be let me see. I need to find a palette with it. One moment. I like the Ifat Green yellow shade. With some Pompeii red. It creates beautiful greens, very interesting ones. Put some more. So I like this combination. There's also a Daniel Smith Convenience Green, which is called Cascade Green, which is this one. And it granulates a lot. It's a combination of one of the raw siennas with the Ifat blue. So I'll try to create it. This is the Ifat blue. And let's try with the Monte Amiata. It's with the PB15. I don't know if it's the right one. I'm not sure it's the right PB15 they used with. So this is the Ifat blue. And let's try with the other rose Sienna and see if it creates that mixture. And there is another color, one moment, the manganese blue hue, which is also PB15. Let's try to mix it with the Monte Amiata. And actually it's closer to this hue. It's much closer, but manganese blue hue is less pigmented to my taste, so I'm not sure that this is the one they used. I'm trying it with the regular raw sienna and it doesn't create, I think, the same hue. Maybe it is. So maybe the closest was the manganese blue with the Monte Amiata. Yeah, maybe it's this one. We'll try to put some more in another place and to make it stronger. But I'm not sure. It could be the manganese blue hue with the Monte Amiata, or the phthalo blue green shade with the Monte Amiata. But I cannot know. So this is the color mixing portion. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting for you. And have a nice time. Bye.